I don't know what to expect. We got your boy Black Eric Forman back in the building. We got part 2 of Suicide Boys coming, cause I know how much you love the first one, and I know how deeply invested you are into the second one, and I'm gonna do my best to give it all I've got. Every inch that I've been blessed with by the grace of God is gonna go deep, hard, and fast into this project. And when I'm done, I'm not gonna come out. I'm gonna sit there and let it marinate for a smooth 5 minutes, kiss it, and then leave. Now, let's get into the Suicide Boys project, because that's what I'm here for. The songs that you guys have given me. And I haven't really decided on a list yet, so I'm gonna just wing it again, and then we'll see how you guys like it. And then I'll go into part 3, because I just keep it down to 3 parts. If I like them, I'll do one of their projects after part 3. That's the agreement here, okay? So don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't give me no funny comments, don't look at me, don't give me no funny comments, don't look at me. I just repeated myself, like, no replay. There may be cringe, blood, tears, sweat, maybe a scream. Do not be alarmed. I'll be okay. For some reason, the speaker's been glitching out on me, and I don't know why. I might have to break it and just repair it and then break it again. All this stuff only happened after the Apple update. After I updated to iOS 11, all this weird stuff started happening with my Bluetooth connection. So I don't know. Apple, I don't trust you. Don't go in my life no more. I don't fuck with you. See, I don't like the way it automatically connects. I didn't tell you to connect. I'm gonna forget this device, and then I'm gonna rediscover it again. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's right here. How can you not find it? It's literally right here. This thing is about to drive me up a wall. Are you serious? Do I gotta turn it off and turn it back on? What are you, a Windows 95 PC? Yes, I would like to pair. Don't call it miscellaneous. It's an actual speaker. Don't disrespect. Without further ado, Suicide Boys Part 2. The sequel. The aftermath. What comes next? Not before, but after. The next day. The next week. Not pre, post. Not prior, ahead. Not at the tail, beyond. First track we're going to check out this time is going to be Paris. And yes, I will be listening to the Denzel Curry track because I've been waiting like a week to listen to it. I'm going to do it. Oh, God. I kind of like it already. Having like heart palpitations or whatever that thing, palpitations, whatever.
What you know? Buy the motherfucker out the bottom with a gold grill gleaming, make audio problems. Stop creeping out the fucking dungeon. Switchblade on him, hit the guns like a pump. Let's let rest. Don't talk shit. Whip like a suicide nighttime.
See what I'm talking about? With the bass change? I like it.
With the real red. The fucking shit up, keep up. I hate myself and then I get the seed up. Be a fucking dick.
Barking in my chair. I didn't hear nothing you just said, man. Can't tell me that's not ominous. You don't think about Michael Myers walking down the street stabbing people? I wanted to get my last thought out before they kept doing the song, but I tried to make it impactful so I could make a clean cut right there, but you just ruined my video, so thanks. I wouldn't picture that song or unless they performed it in Paris, which, I mean, that's cool if they're traveling. I don't know if this is chaotic purposefully in reference to the terrorist attack that happened in Paris. That was a pretty cool song, and again, we get the difference in instrumentals. Like, I don't mind you taking control of the song by having this hype factor, which they really don't even rely on screaming. I heard a lot of people telling me about this prior to my listening experience, telling me, oh man, you know, they're gonna be screaming a lot. I don't get the screaming. I haven't received any of that from them yet, where they're compensating for their lack of lyrics or lack of great production by screaming. That's generally what people who scream tend to do, or the reason why they do it. So dude in the beginning mentions switchblade on him, hit him in the guts like a pumpkin. That's like the hardest line. Do you use a switchblade to carve out a jack-o'-lantern, or do you just take it out? Because I just cut the top open and take it out like that. I don't use the knife necessarily to get the guts out. You want some other shit. Next track, Second Hand.
Fucking day, or stay in your lane. Never hide, just make it. Hate this pain, hate this game. Take these shoes as a day, or you flip it through my face. Look at me, let me just find out. Fuck you gon' do with? I think not.
What you gonna do?
Just to make you mad, I know you want some.
180, honestly.
Fuck a life, bitch, I'm about to swerve into the toe. Boogers with the chain, bring
See how
out
he
your
changes his
dad.
voice?
Okay, now I'm by my.
This one member that I like so much that changes his voice, dude legit went on for what? One of the smaller portions of the track, and the switch in cadence and the switch in flow, absolute brilliance. I love when artists are able to do that. Bring some versatility to the track. Add something. Make it transformative. Don't let the beat get stale. Don't let the song get stale. Don't make it too structured. I know I like structure in my music, but that's only for people that are very lyrically gifted. If you don't really dabble and dip and dabble that strongly into hardcore lyricism, you don't really need to do that. Just make sure you're keeping the versatility at a high priority, and that track definitely did it for me. Another one that I saw a lot in the comment section from before was Suicide Boys x Puya, Running Through the 7th with my WOADIES. Already about to bust. Does he have a saxophone in the background while he's rapping? He's got bass and a saxophone playing at the same time. Starts rapping right after the chick starts singing. What is this? Dude, stop, okay? Because you about to give me a heart attack. You just literally chill and then you pop in with the bass like a nuclear explosion out of nowhere. You're not Kim Jong, you're not Rocket Boy, don't get it messed up.
UICIDEBOY, scarecrow creeping with Uzi. Lucifer, please come save me from crucifixes and my.
This is psychedelic too. I have no choice but to drift off into hell. Listen to it.
Go lead to a bad decision. Deja vu, I've been through it with you multiple times with like Nintendo. You heard me, sum me up, but I heard me. My dick game on me strong. My only hope is my song.
I think the thing I like about it more is they didn't force their feature to be formulaic. They didn't force him to, you know, adapt to their sound. They didn't force him to adapt to their style by having this very echoey, muffled tone of voice or sound or effect that they also carry on their voice. He was able to come into the track and sound really clear, sound as if he was above ground while they were underground. Or are they trying to portray themselves as if they're in hell right now, which is why they sound so far away while he sounds so close? I know who Puya is. I've heard his music before. The feature wasn't crazy. I definitely think it was something that is pretty cool to have on this track. Pretty much used to the way they sound on the track, so it is nice to hear how someone else tackles the same thing. The beat is amazing, just some bass with some sax and this ethereal feeling that they maintain throughout the entire track. I love it. Whole track, not crazy, but it sounds good. Next track we got on here, let's do Antarctica.
Smoking that before let me go. I don't think I can explain any better. I'm scared from the terror and live for the lesson.
Definitely. I have nothing bad to say about that one at all. I don't have any critique or any issues with that one. It crept in, and just as fast as the feeling came, it went. I think the thing I like more about this music or this type is how quickly they get in, get their point across, get the feeling out, and then they leave. They don't really overstay their welcome, because that song really could have dragged out. They really had something there, and the fact that they kind of kept it at a lower, time frame just shows you kind of how impactful they can be in such a short span of time. And for me, that's kind of what helps them out in a lot of instances. The fact that these songs are a little bit shorter generally, and you know, you get more to take away from it. This next one's called I Hung Myself for a Persona. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, and it switches to the second part. No, I'm scared. Wasn't a smooth transition, but that's nasty. That's nasty. This track made me wanna. This track made me want to jaywalk. Got me wanting to hand in an assignment late. I didn't like the transition in the middle. I thought it would be a little bit smoother. I don't know if that rigid transition is to kind of show you how split their personalities can be, or show you how visceral they are by saying we're one way now, but we can completely switch up in another instance. So I understand, but I don't really like the way it sounds. Bass, again, abuse of it heavily, which is something I love. I like how the guy in the beginning is really melodic, you know, effect going on with his voice, like he's using it to really set the tone or the mood, because the beat and the instrumental in the background as well is kind of soothing. It's kind of mellow, chill, laid back, so his voice is kind of trying to carry that theme along with it. Some of his lyrics containing, you know, beware of the snakes. I like the message of the song. Even the title kind of fits that narrative too, because he's basically saying I did what you wanted me to do for the way you perceive me, and now people want me, basically. And that's an interesting point that they bring up, is they do have a persona. You know, this kind of music carries a face to it. It carries this, I guess, lifestyle along with it. The artists are sometimes a little inaudible, but they're really, really eccentric. It's almost like their music carries this mental instability, and a lot of people tie that to depressing people. A lot of people tie that to emo music. So they would have that persona connected to them making music like this, but I don't think this is how they truly are. He's basically saying that he's against the grain, and with everything that's going on around him, he actually is the one who's normal and not the one who should be demonized, in my opinion. While he raps about things that generally are a little bit more taboo, he's still not ruining the thought behind his music. I said I was going to do the whole thing, but I think I'm going to stop it here. I'm really enjoying their music. Keep putting their recommendations in the comment section down below. I'm definitely excited to hear them. Let me know. Like I said, new playlist. I'm still saving this Denzel Curry track. I don't know why I'm saving it so hard, but let me know in the comment section down below what is it you guys want to hear next. I'll see you next time. Shawn Cee. Love these dudes. I'm really starting to love them. I have pants on today. Calm down.